Hey there folks, welcome back to our channel. I am Harish Kumar and today we are kicking off a brand new series that has been one of the most requested topic on this channel. We are diving deep into the world of customizing Visual Studio Code for web development. Over time, I have received many comments asking about my VS Code settings, extensions and themes. So this series is for you. Before we get started, if you are as excited as I am about this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of upcoming episodes. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we have stored in this series.
Before we proceed, I am happy to share with you that I have just finished writing an ebook entitled JavaScript, a comprehensive guide from ES 2015 to ES 2023. It is an ebook that covers all the important things about JavaScript. If you are interested in Vue.js, React, or any other JS framework, it is very essential to know the basics of JavaScript. It starts with simple things and goes all the way up through more advanced approaches, making sure that you know JavaScript inside out. Here is a preview of what's inside the ebook. The table of contents shows that it contains all new features and methods introduced since ES 2015. Similarly, you can also find a list of new features introduced in ES 2016 and so on. Included are all major new features in each ECMAScript versions from ES 2015 to ES 2023. You will feel comfortable handling any JavaScript project after reading through this ebook. The book includes step-by-step instructions along with clear examples to ensure you are well prepared. Your worth as web developer increases when you improve your JavaScript skills. Whenever you encounter a problem or need assistance with any JavaScript project, you can always refer back to this ebook for guidance. Wait no longer, grab your copy of JavaScript, a comprehensive guide from ES 2015 to ES 2023. Start your journey to JavaScript mastery now.
Alright, let's get started. Have you ever looked at someone else's code editor and thought, wow, that looks amazing? Well, that's exactly what we are going to achieve today. So today we are going to customize VS Code Editor that inspires and enhances your productivity. So let's get into this. This is the fresh installation of Visual Studio Code Editor. So very first thing, I'm going to zoom the window because here its font size looking very small and I'm not sure if it is clearly visible in the video or not. So to zoom this, let's open the settings of this VS Code. So to open the settings, here I'm going to press in the keyboard Control, comma, and if you are on Mac, then your key combination is going to be Command, comma. Here it is the graphical interface of settings. I do not use this graphical interface. Instead, I do most of the settings in the JSON file. So to open the JSON file, click here this small icon and here it is settings.json. And here I'll say in double quotes, window.zoom level is equal to 1.8 and save this. And here it is, and I'm sure it is now clearly visible in the video and is done. Now we are ready and let's close all of these. Now let's start with the easiest and the most noticeable customization, that is themes. Themes are going to change the color scheme and overall appearance of your editor. VS Code comes with many built-in themes and they are very good. Let's see some popular ones. So to install theme, I'll click this icon, which is a marketplace for extensions. And at the moment, no extensions are installed. So let's start with the themes. So here, the most popular themes are one of the material themes. This one, you can see it has downloads near about 3 millions, and this is also the most popular theme. It has near about 2 million downloads. You can try these. Another popular theme is Dracula. This one, it is also very popular, near about 5.8 million downloads. And another very popular is the Pale Night theme. This one, it is also very popular, near about 1.4 million installation. These are the very popular themes. But my favorite is GitHub theme. This one. And you can see it has 9.1 million downloads. So let's install this. Now it is installed, and immediately we get the option to switch theme. You can change the theme from here, or we can change it from this gear icon. Let's click this, and here themes, color themes, and from here we can search GitHub, and you can see this GitHub themes extension comes with many themes collection: the GitHub Dark, GitHub Light, GitHub Dark Themed, GitHub Dark Default, and like so. But here I'm going to use the GitHub Dark. So let's open our project to see color scheme of the code. And here I have opened the Laravel application in the VS Code. And now let's go to PHP file. And here you can see how cool the color schema looks in this theme. Next, let's install the file icons. Right now you can see this is how the default icon looks. I'm going to install the material theme icon. This one. And it is installed. Immediately it gives this option to select the theme icon. So here let's select the material theme icon. Now in the Explorer window you can see the theme icons are changed, and it looks very nice as compared to default icons. Another essential aspect of customization is the font. The right font can make your code more readable and stylish. Here I'll show you two fonts which are mostly used, and you can try any one of them. So one is the VSCODE, and second one is JetBrains Mono, this one. Both of these fonts are very popular and used by many developers. You can download these fonts from here and install it on your system, and then update the font in your VS Code editor. And to install this, here is the link how to install. Let's click this. From here you can download this font, and these are the steps to install according to your operating system. This is for Mac, this is for Windows, and this option is for Linux. In the same way, you can also install the VSCODE. On my system, I have already installed the VSCODE. So let's change the font in the VSCODE editor. So in the editor, let's open the setting. So Control comma, and from here, let's open the settings.json. Now from here, we will set the editor font family. So editor dot font family. This is the default font family by the VSCODE editor. And here I'll add VSCODE like this. It's done. I also like little bigger font size. So here I'll say editor dot font size 15, and next editor dot line height 40, and you can immediately see the difference. The line heights are increased. Next, I want editor dot letter spacing, and that is 0.5. Now let's open the any PHP file to see the difference. It looks nice and very easy to read. And now I also want to enable the font ligatures. In case if you do not know what is ligatures in the browser, let me show you some examples. In this Fira code, let's scroll down and right here, these are the ligatures. For example, this triple equal to will look like this. So let's say enable this and see this in the editor. So editor dot font ligatures true. And now from here, you can notice the difference in these arrows. If I disable this, here the arrows are look like this. And if I enable this, the arrows are like this. Our next step is key binding. So previously, if you have been using the Sublime or Atom text editors, so making the switch to VS Code might feel a bit different at first, because you have to remember the all new keyword shortcuts of this VS Code. And we do not want that. So to solve this problem, we are going to install a new key map extension. And here, if you have previously worked on Sublime Editor, then here we will search for Sublime Key Map. And here is the first extension, this one, Sublime Text Key Map. And another one is Atom Key Map. Because I have switched from Atom to VS Code, so I'm going to install this Atom Key Map. And now all the keyboard shortcut of Atom Editor is applicable right here in this editor. For example, from Control / we can close this activity bar. And our next setting is also about this activity sidebar. So when I'm working on any project, I always keep this closed. So when I'm opening and closing this sidebar, you can see this code is moving, and I don't like that. That's why I want this activity bar in the right side. So for that, here I'll say workbench dot sidebar location right, and here we go. Now it's on right side. Now let's see another very cool extension, and I'm sure you're gonna love this. So let's click this extension icon, and here we will search for toggle. This one, as name suggests, it is very helpful to toggle your settings. Let's install this and see. And if we scroll down, here is the key binding example. Let's try this. So I'm going to copy this one, and because this is the example of key binding, so we need to open the keyboard preferences. So Ctrl+Shift+P, and here we will search for keyboard shortcuts preferences, this first one. And here from this icon we will open keybindings.json, this one. From this toggle extension, let's copy this and paste it here. Now in this example, you can see the key is F4 and the command name toggle, and this command will work when the editor is focused. And this is the settings we are going to switch. For example, the minimap, this one, and the status bar, this one. So you may want to enable these or hide this. So from keyboard, if you press this key F4, and now you can notice the minimap and the status bar is gone. And if we press F4 again, both of these will appear. So when I am working on the code, I like very minimum things on the window. So I want to hide this, the minimap, the status, and this activity bar. So I want to hide all of these. So I will pass these all settings in this toggle. So we can toggle it according to our need. So here I'll say workbench dot activity bar dot visible true, and right here hide this, so set false. So this activity bar can be toggled, and these breadcrumbs are also not very useful to me. So I want to hide this as well. So here I'll say breadcrumbs dot enable group, and here I'll set this false. Now with F4 key, I can hide all of these things. All these things are gone, and we can call it back when we need it. And most of the time, I keep it hidden. And we can open these find, get, debug, and extension with the help of keyboard shortcuts. So if I hide all of these, and with the keyboard shortcut Control \, we can toggle this, and Control Shift E will open the files. Control Shift F will open the workspace search, and Control Shift X will open the extension. How cool is that? Next, let's customize this title bar. I'm here in the Ubuntu, so here it is looking very different. For Mac and Windows, it may be looking different. I want to customize it as well. So in the settings, here I'll add another setting option, window.titlebar style custom, and this will ask to restart this VS Code. So let's restart this, and here we go. Now you can see the menu bar options are right here, and from here we can navigate these files. Now right here it has current working workspace. We can customize its text also. So for that, here I'll say window.title, and now here you can see the huge option. We do not want all of this, so let's remove it. And now if I over here, you can see we have option for active editor short, which is going to display the current open file name. So if I copy this and paste it like this one, current file is settings.json, so it has displayed it right here. And second option is the active editor medium, which going to print the relative path of the file. So let's print this one. So let's open the user model, and here you can see app model user. Now let's see the next setting. So right now we do not need these, so let's close this. Now let's open the file explorer. Now here let's open any file. Let's say users.php. Now look at this tab. The user.php is in italic font. That is because this user.php is in preview mode. So if I open any other file, let's say .env, it will going to open in the same window where user.php was open. Double click or write something in this. Now you can see it is no more italic. And now here if I open any another file, it will open in the new tab. And again this .env.example is in preview mode. Here let's open again another file, and it will replace the .env.example. I do not want that. Instead, every time I open any new file, it should be open in the new tab. So for that, here I'll add a new setting, workbench.editor.enable preview false, and it's done. And now this time if I open any new file, it should be open in the new tab. Great, it's done. Let's see next. So when we open a new window, it shows this small window. Instead, what we want it should be in full screen. So to enable this feature, here we will add a new setting, window.view window dimensions. Here we'll say inherit. And now let's open new window. And here we go. It will always open in full screen. Close this. Let's try one more time. Open new window. And great. Full screen. Next is this welcome page. I do not want to see this welcome page every time we open VS Code. So let's disable this. So here I'll say workbench.startup editor none. And now if we open the new window, we will no longer see welcome page. I think this is enough for today's lesson. In the next episode, we will dive into more super cool extensions that will supercharge your coding capabilities. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me in this episode. I hope you are as excited as I am about this series. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what customization you have made in your VS Code editor. Until next time, happy coding. See you in the next video.